Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, let's talk about the next example. So, group by we have verified how the single parameter method is working. Let's try the multi-parameter. So, let me create another method. Void two-level grouping. Okay. So, what do we need here? As usual, let's open the stream. That is the first step because we need to get all the person details. Okay, so once the stream is opened, I'm going to collect the data. Let me put it in a separate way. Collect the data with the help of collector. So how we are going to collect the data based on the grouping by. So here I'm going to use a multiple parameter. So you can pass two settings here. So one you can try with you can check grouping by gender or name or height, or the second one is can be like we did the tallest or shortest. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this one. So the first condition is going to be my based on gender, which we already tried. Okay, and the second parameter is going to be the second one which we tried here, right? Let me put it separately. I'm going to use this condition, the second. Let's copy the grouping by here. Control C. So grouping by. So first parameter based on the gender, and second parameter whether it's tallest or shortest. Correct? And let me enter. Okay. So how it is going to return the data and what kind of data it is going to be returned. Sometimes it will happen here. So why the grouping by method is saying the reference is not available? The method grouping by is undefined. Okay, it is an issue with some of the Eclipse IDE. See, what basically you need to do is you need to import the stream. Okay, so what we have collectors, right? Sometimes you need to do it manually. Collectors dot store, and it has to be static package. See, now the grouping by array is gone. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So how it is going to return data? The first one, this is going to be return a string. The reason is the key is gender, which is nothing but a string value. Okay, and the second one is grouping by. In this condition, what it is going to return? Whatever the second method returned. Map list of string and a person. Correct? Okay, so I'm gonna create a map here. Map. The first key is going to be string, which is nothing but by gender. First grouping by condition. Second is going to be list of, map of string and list of person. Correct? So what's over here? What is happening here? List of person. Okay, one, two, three. String, comma, list of person. List of person, and we can name it as a group data again. Okay, so what is happening here? Again, okay, I just put a control Z. Okay, so again I'm going to print the stream data. So here I'm going to call the two level grouping. Just comment this one and create a new one, and so Just go through one more time how the two level grouping working. I have a first method which is nothing but group by gender, which will group by based on gender. Second one based on height. Okay, I combined all those two group into a single method which is nothing but two level grouping, which will accept two grouping. Okay, let's run this. Okay, see the first condition, first map gender based female, and the second the value is a another map, the key is going to be shortest or tallest, and here is the shortest key and the shortest person values. The similar way is applicable for the male also. Male is a key and shortest is the, okay, it's shortest one again. Okay, it's based on gender, right? So shortest. Okay, so this is how it is going to work. Okay, so not only these kind of parameters, you can mention one parameter and you can use the another parameter with the some different kind of data, because here it is gender and here again based on some other parameter. Okay, but it can be any collector method. Okay, let's try another method. We can try the count here. So I'm gonna create another method which will do the two level grouping also with the count. Static void count. So what I'm going to do is, anyway, I'm going to use the same thing, right? So I'm gonna copy this entire stuff here. Okay, person repository, stream, and everything is here. So the first is based on gender. Okay, or we can try something else also, because we're always trying with the gender. Let's try with the name here, kit name. And second parameter is going to be any kind of collectors, correct? Under, so it's need not worry why you need to only use grouping. You can use the summing int also, because that is also part of collector API, right? Okay, let's remove the second one. So I'm going to use the summing int, which will take in the count of kits. Person get kits. So what is happening here? So what is going to be return type? The first parameter is going to name, that is nothing but a string, and second count of kits, nothing but integer value. Okay, so it's going to be a map of string and integer. Got it. Let's copy. Okay, now I'm going to execute this method. Okay, so just go over one more time. Grouping based on the name and also getting the number of kits for each and every person. Since I don't have any other parameters inside the person, I'm using kits. For example, you can use something else also. For example, you can have, if you have any other what you can say, vehicle number or any device number. Okay, so each person has how many vehicles. Those kind of conditions you can add it in case if you have any other parameters inside your person DTO. Okay, so let's run it. See, Angel 2, Alan 2, Camel 1, John 1, John 2, Nancy. This is how it's going to return. Okay, so you can try this kind of examples also. And there is another method which will help us to return the data based on whatever we desired. Okay, so as I said, we tried the first one, which is nothing but grouping one parameter and grouping two parameters. Let's try grouping by three parameters. Got it? Okay, let's try creating another example or a method, static void three level grouping. As usual, I'm going to copy this line because it's going to be a common person that opening the stream is the first step, and then here, I don't need this. I don't want to know the return type for now. So stream dot collect. I'm gonna use the collector again. Collectors dot grouping by. Okay, so geo grouping by, we are going to use a three parameter here. The first one is a classifier, the first grouping agent. Okay, second is what kind of data you want to return. Okay, whether you wanted to return as a hash map or set or list, you can specify in the second column. And third one is what kind of data. Let's try a simple example. I'm gonna person get name, and second one is I'm going to return as a hash map. Hash map and a new object, and I'm going to return as a set or list. I'm going to return as a list. Collectors dot to list. Okay, then now we can decide what kind of data it is going to be written. See, the first one is going to be the first grouping of get name, so it's nothing but string. Second is what kind of data. Okay, so this is just type, it's not a parameter. Okay, and what we are going to return a set of or list of data. So here in this case, here's list of persons. So it's always written a map. So here the key is going to be a string, which is nothing but a name, and the outcome is going to be a list of person. List of person, right? And it is going to be group data, and I'm gonna print them. Okay, let's copy this method and print them or execute them. Just take a look at it again. I just opened another grouping by method which will accept three parameters. One indicates what is the grouping condition, which based on which parameter you are going to grouping by, and then what kind of data you are going to return, which is nothing but the hash map. And how do you want to return the second parameter, the value? It has to be list of person. Got it? Let's execute them. See, based on name Angel, and then it's going to return a list of person, which is nothing but the value. Okay, the entire thing is a hash map. Okay, so the person dot get name, which will return the this particular key Angel. Got it? So the first parameter covered. Sorry, here the first parameter has been covered here. Okay, and the outcome data, the value is going to be a list. Okay, so this person, everything comes under a list. Okay, but all together everything as a hash map, which we mentioned